Hey Revolution golfers, I'm here to show you how to hit a draw more consistently. And this is probably a dream come true for you to hear, that you don't have to change completely how you swing the golf club to make the ball curve more from right to left. So ideally how we're going to do this is we're going to look at the difference and the changes we can make to ball position and stance line to change the reaction of the club and the ball at impact to make the ball start right, tilt left on the axis, and curve back to the left. So if you're looking at me right now, I'm set up for a dead straight shot. So you can see the ball position's basically under my logo. Now, to draw the ball, I'm going to move the ball back in my stance. And this does three things to help me draw the ball. Because one, understand when the ball's drawing, the club face is close to the path. But in order for the ball to start to the right, the club face has to be open to the target line or aimed right of the target line. So when I set up my straight shot, as I start moving the ball back in my stance, is helping me do three things. From here, the club face as I get into impact is going to be aimed significantly more to the right. So as long as the ball starts to the right, I'm able then to do the things that are going to create more path out to the right that's going to curve it back. Now the other thing that's happening is I'm moving the ball back in my stance. You can tell that it's getting further away from my low point. So as we've discussed in talking about the D plane, the more I'm hitting down on the ball, the more the path is moving to the right. So I don't even have to manipulate or do anything on my own to get steeper. If I move it back in the stance, I'm going to be doing that. And then the third way that this helps us draw it is the more back in my stance it is, the earlier I hit it in the circle, so the more the club is coming from the inside. Now, one other thing that I'm going to do to really ensure that I get enough path to the right is I'm going to take what would have been a square stance line, and I'm now going to close my stance line. Now I'm closing my stance line, I'm not aiming to the right. So from here, if I set up square, as I start moving around, I'm moving the ball back, and now I'm closing my stance line. So if you look at my heels are kind of pointed at where the second baseman is on a Major League diamond. So I've moved the ball back in my stance, I've closed my stance line, and now from here, if I swing on my stance line, you'll see when I'm hitting the shot, the ball's starting to the right and curving to the left, but I haven't had to make many manipulations to my grip or the way I'm moving my arms or the way I'm moving my body. By changing the ball position, I'm ensuring the ball's going to start right. It's also going to allow me more steepness, which is going to allow the path to get to the right. I'm going to hit it earlier in the circle, and then by closing in my stance line, I'm shifting the swing direction or the movement of the club at impact more into out. So if you play the ball back, you close your stance, and you make your normal swing on your stance line, you'll find that you'll be drawing the ball much more simply.